this webisode, Derek tells a really funny story about Captain T and how this mysterious independent artist got over 500 radio stations to put his music into rotation. Take a look.
I think that a lot of musicians, they think that, here we are in a recording studio, right? So we're here in a recording studio, so they think that at the moment they're writing their lyrics and writing the song and they're playing the piano and they got the guitar and they're making the music and then they're recording it, they're creative throughout the entire process. And then even in the recording process, you stay creative. You took this basic words and music idea you had and you decided what instrumentation you felt represented the song the best. And then you go into the studio and you decide what kind of recording would represent the song the best. Do you want a very natural, earthy kind of sound, or are you going for something twisted and distorted? So that's a creative decision. And then even they put together the album, whether it's even the choice of your band name or the artwork on the cover of the album you put together is a creative decision. And then all of a sudden it's time to promote it, and they go like, tell me exactly what I should be doing. And they read, Billboard Guide to Touring and Promotion. They say, okay, it says I should have exactly this, like this, and I should do things, and I should stick this here, and I should write a cover letter that says this. And all of a sudden they lose all their creativity. And I think one of the smartest things you could do as a musician is to carry that creativity that carried you through the entire process and carry it into your promotion and marketing, to have fun with it and have it be and this is the important part, is like have it be a further extension of your art, so that the way that you contact people should be an extension of your art. For example, there was like this rockabilly band that when he calls up CD Baby, he's just like, hey dude, what's up motherfuckers, I'm calling to see if you got my new record. And, it's like he carries his like onstage persona into every phone call he makes. And whereas, you have the delicate wispy girl with a piano that was like, hi, my name is Tracy, and I'm wondering if maybe you got my music and if you would like it, because I think it captures the spirit with the moon is covering the sun right now, and so now might be a good time to feature it. It's like that's her thing, So there was this band I produced. My friend had a record. We went to high school together and everything, so I'm not going to tell you his real name, but he called himself Captain T. And it was like while the X-Files was on the air, he developed this whole kind of like X-Files persona called Captain T that was all about exposing the secrets of Area 51 and the aliens and the government cover-ups. And they did this like twisted, distorted cover version of the song We Are the World. And so he had these songs about, the rights of aliens in Area 51 and set them free. And the album cover was like a Martian crucified on Mars, And so when it was time, when we had a blast making the record, we were laughing all the way through it. It was just a hilarious, fun, great record. And then when it was time to market it, I found myself on the verge of like doing the normal thing, right? Like sending out manila envelopes to radio stations. And I was like, wait, what am I thinking? Like, no way. Let's have some fun with this. I'm going to take my own advice. And so here's what we did. We got 500 jet black envelopes. This is to send it out to college radio, right? We got 500 jet black envelopes, 500 kind of sheets of this oatmeal brown paper, and then I did a mail merge with the kind of college database, a college radio database, and so that every letter started out with the person's name in it. So it was like, Dear Mark. And so here's the letter we wrote. Said, you don't know me, but I live in the bushes behind your station. I've been listening to KEXP for 30 years here from the bushes, and I've got to say that you've saved my life many times over when I was on the brink and thinking of calling it quits. But the other day, as I was laying face down and licking the gutter, a man named Captain T came and pulled me out of the gutter, and he taught me the real truth about what's going on out there and the way that the government's trying to turn us all into robots, man, and your job, KEXP, to let the world know the truth, and Captain T is the man to help spread that truth, and his message must be heard. And then illegible scribble at the bottom of the page. So we printed out 500 of these to the 500 different radio stations, and literally went in the backyard and rubbed each one in dirt, crumpled it up into a little ball, uncrumpled it, stuck the CD in the middle, stuck it into a jet black envelope, sealed it up, and then the finishing touch. Just as we were about to send these out to the radio stations, Captain T found from a stationery store a red and white sticker that said, absolutely confidential, do not open. And we sealed every envelope with that. So now it's all about being considerate, right? So Imagine that you're some 19-year-old kid working at a college radio station in Maine, and you got, 100 regular envelopes in the mail with all these CDs and things that people want you to play. And then you get this one, it's like jet black, saying absolutely confidential, do not open. It's like, you open it up. It's like this dirty, crumpled mess comes out. It says, you don't know me, but I live in the bushes behind your station. It's like, dude. Now, it's like, in the name of, you've done a few things at once then. You've taken your creativity, you've made your marketing an extension of your art. And it's actually very considerate because it's considering the people on the receiving end who receive the monotonous same thing in the mail every single day. And now you've done the creative thing to reach them. You just made that person say, so still, and by the way, with no budget whatsoever, we had no promoter. It was just us mailing out 500 packages. 350 of the 500 radio stations we sent it to played it. And still to this day, Captain T will occasionally run into somebody that'll like bump into him at a club and say, oh my God, you're Captain T? Dude, I remember when we got your CD at University of Maine. That was amazing. So it's like carrying forward your creativity into the promotion of your music can be one of the smartest things you do, whether you're using the internet or fax machines or whatever.
Brilliant. Excellent. So the moral of this one is dare to be different, and sometimes going out there on a limb with your marketing techniques will actually get you paid attention to. This is Ariel Hyatt, and this has been Sound Advice with my special guest, Derek Sivers from CD Baby.